Hey guys, this is Gia from NFT Plazas. Today we're having so much fun here at Cooltopia, and we're so happy we got the chance to talk to Evan, one of the founders. Thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, thank you guys for taking the time.
I mean, we've been running all around New York for the past 3 days, and this is one of the coolest venues we have been to. This is so much fun.
Thanks. Yeah, this is we opened the gates to Cooltopia 3 days ago. This is our third day. We have our VIP event later tonight, but it's been really awesome just seeing everyone from non-holders to pet holders to cat holders. Like, we have different wristbands for different people, and we ran out of the non-holders bands first. That means people with family and kids and people who aren't into NFTs. That's been the majority of people in Cooltopia. So it's been awesome to see all this in front of us.
I mean, personally, I think it's also a very good idea because a lot of projects have these events just for their holders.
Yeah.
Well, this is such an opportunity also, for public relations and get new people involved.
Yeah.
So, if somebody comes here and have a lot of fun, maybe, they look more into it, even if everybody knows Cool Cats already.
And that's a big disconnect in as far as onboarding goes. You want to bring people into the space, but a lot of people say, I don't get NFTs, can't I just right-click save it? So this is a great brand activation for us to say, look, NFTs transcend the blockchain, come experience the brand, come have a milkshake at the milk bar, get a blue cat plushie and play a game in Cooltopia. That's what we want to do, and that's the gap we want to bridge. So we're really excited that we can treat our holders who have been in the NFT space in our community, but also people who don't know what's going on can just have a great first impression of, oh, this is NFT. So we're really excited about that.
Yeah, that's very cool. And I mean, as we said earlier, this is your 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, so July 1st of 2021, we minted the cats, and I don't know what date it is, but it's all a blur. But
yes.
I think about 2 weeks from now, that'll be our 1 year anniversary. So it's wild to think that just about a year ago, it was me and the other 3 founders, and we just aimed to mint out this project, which we did, and then a year later, it's like, we're actually in Cooltopia. Seeing kids just run around with plushies and hearing the noises go off is just like, whoa, what did we do? Do we actually make Pokemon on the blockchain or something? So it's been really exciting.
But I mean, you've done a lot of things during this year. Your project is considered one of the blue chips in the space, right? So you started with Cool Cats, then we saw Cool Pets, and now Cooltopia.
Yeah.
That's been a big journey.
An evolution, yeah. And we've got throughout this year, and then and through the perpetuity of the remainder of the brand too, we intend to introduce more characters. So Blue Cat's the first character in our collection, but he's got friends. So just like Hello Kitty and Sanrio's got friends, we've got Blue Cat's got other friends too. So we're excited to continue to grow the lore and have just more touch points so people can feel like they're part of what we're building. So we're really excited to continue to introduce his characters and have more characters for people to fall in love with, because that's just how Blue Cat makes people feel.
And how do you envision the project going forward? I mean, what's your goal? You want to go into the gaming or?
Yeah, well, so there's a few pillars. I mean, NFTs is where we came from, and that's always going to be a component to us, but we're definitely going to be amping up and big on merchandising. So toys, vinyls, plushies, collectibles, an animated series to some degree, games to some degree, but we don't want to rush those things because we want to do them authentically. We've been approached and we've had conversations about getting a series out sooner than later, but we want to make sure that Blue Cat's voice, Blue Cat's story, how he's captured, we just want to do it right, and we're not in a rush to do that. But anything that you can think of, whether it's a roller coaster, a Snickers bar, or a video game, if it makes sense and it's authentic for Blue Cat to be there, that's who we want Blue Cat to be.
And I was reading a little bit about, your concept, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I read that, you purposely want to target, the whole family, so have a very family-friendly environment.
Family-friendly is a component of what we aim to capture, but it's more so inclusive and accessible. So no cigarettes, no drugs.
Yeah, I read.
Right, when you think of Hello Kitty or Pikachu, it's a 3-year-old is captivated and a 90-year-old is captivated. So we don't want to present ourselves in the same way of Dora the Explorer, where it's specifically just for family, but we want them to be invited here, but we also want the 30-year-old and the 90-year-old to also feel like they've got a place here. So that's sort of the ethos of Cooltopia.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. And what about collaborations? Are you considering any collaborations, or
definitely.
You prefer to go on your?
No. I mean, I think authenticity is a recurring theme for us. So there's a lot of there's a lot of brands, big ones and medium ones, both Web 2 and Web 3 that come knocking, and it's because the Web 3 space is such a like undefined gray area, Wild West land that no one really knows the best way to do anything. We have all these opportunities that, you know, we'll pursue some and we'll make some magic happen, but the biggest nut to crack is like doing it authentically, because we don't just want to shake hands with some big company and we say, okay, and then the community is like, this doesn't make any sense at all. So we definitely, partnerships and collaborations, you know, 100%, but it's like, and they also take time, which is a frustrating thing, because the Web3 space as a whole, it's just a week goes by and it's like, what's the next thing? What's the next thing? But like, we're building, trust, we're building, we're in meetings all day, we're shaking hands, we're listening, we're crafting strategies, like we're building. So yes, you know, we want to partner, but these things take time though.
Yeah, I think this space has been a lot about hype, especially in the past month. But right now, I feel like kind of like the situation is a little bit changing, because things are kind of tough for everybody. So I think people are becoming more attentive to brands that are building slowly.
Right. Well, you gotta also endure the storm, and I think that's sort of one of the upsides of like a bear market, or you know, when the market's correcting a bit, is everyone is sort of freaking out. Everyone's going through it together, but it's a great time to build. It's like when everything's going up, you could just create a collection and it's going to go up. That's when there's this really delusional, disconnected expectation of like, what's next? Whereas when things are sort of like, the waters are shaky, that's a perfect time to really internally strategize, lock in and build. So we're excited about that.
Totally. Thank you so much, Evan, for this interview. It was super cool meeting you. And we're continuing with the experience here, so just stick with us.
Yes, and we can't end it without saying, we like the cats.
We like the cats, we do.